Snell's Beach. Mick's a top railway agent with a solid history of success in the area. Mick caught our attention here at Homes as he lists and sells beautiful coastal properties that we know would be very attractive to expats who are returning. So thanks, Mick, for taking the time to chat with us today.
No problem. Yeah, pleased to be here.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you. So the hot topic of conversation in the real estate market at the moment is the return of the New Zealand expats looking for that piece of New Zealand paradise. So as you specialise in that, I'm keen to find out if you've had inquiry from those people wishing to return and what's happening in that area.
Yes, I've had quite a few conversations. There's one chap in particular in Sydney. He's waiting to get back into the country. He's very keen on a couple of properties, but one of them's actually sold since, but he definitely will be moving to the area. There's another guy in Australia as well I've had correspondence with and a couple of emails, and a lady in Canada too, another Kiwi that's looking forward to coming back at some stage. She's got a few things to tidy up, but they're all intending to come back to New Zealand.
Cool. So would these people be able to buy, with that, do they have to adhere to the overseas investment or the?
No, they're all New Zealanders, so they'd be able to buy. Yep.
Great, excellent. And so, had there been other amount of inquiries as well on top of these?
Well, we see some stats that come through on realestate.co, and they show a lot of where countries are looking at. Definitely, we can see a lot more, from overseas countries than we had pre-COVID. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, great, and that's a great thing about technology, isn't it? You can get insights. That 10 years ago you couldn't even get to. Yeah.
Oh, so, for sure. Yeah. Analytics are so important.
Yeah. Excellent. So an expat would have been out of the New Zealand market for a while, clearly by living overseas. So, what advice would you give them to be kind of market ready?
Well, I've just given them a lot of recent sales information and, other properties, what's on the market. So, I can just give them all the information that's available. A lot of it's readily available, but I can help them with a little bit more, and give them market insight.
Cool. And do you think they've been researching on portals like Homes.co.nz?
Oh, most certainly. I would think so, I mean, technology, as you just mentioned before, it's a very big thing. So
Yeah. So how are you kind of working in with these buyers? Have you got them sort of going through a process?
Not a lot, because they're sort of in limbo. They're sort of waiting to see when they can return. Yes.
Yeah. And then these kind of the whole COVID thing is kind of
it's not as easy as just hopping on a plane and coming back. There's lots of things to tidy up, I guess, and decisions to be made, whether they own property in their current place of residence. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. So they've got to do their homework or sort out where they are currently to be prepared to come into that New Zealand market. Yeah,
but the other key thing that we haven't quite seen it as yet, but we know there's been a lot of New Zealanders have returned, and maybe they're not going to go back to where they were. Well, they can't at present, a lot of them. Some countries you can, but with the borders being closed, people might decide, well, I'm just going to stay here. Actually, funny enough, I just spoke to a lady that owns a local winery here this morning. 2 of her sons have come back from the States, and they're working remotely, and she said, they have to get up at 1 a.m, but they may continue to stay in New Zealand and work here.
Yeah. So that's right. I mean, I know young people as well coming back, but it means that their families are looking at perhaps a different kind of family home. I know young people have been put into their second home, their beach place or something like that, until they work out what the new family home is going to look like.
That's most certainly true. The other key thing, what we're seeing is a lot of people now, from working from home through the COVID period, are thinking, well, maybe I can come and live at the beach. And if I've got to go to the city, I only go 1 or 2 days a week, or maybe once a fortnight or whatever. It's a changing ballgame.
Yeah. So you've got good cell phone coverage up in Snell's Beach?
Fantastic. Yep. Yes. Fantastic cell phone, great internet. We've got fibre here now, so it's really good.
And I asked that question for genuine reasons, because there are certainly patches of coastal properties or coastal areas in New Zealand that are lacking it. So, yeah.
That's a very good question, and we always get asked that, Yeah. Well, I live on the beach myself, and never have a problem sending files and stuff like that. Send big files, but yes, that is very important.
Yeah, cool. Hey, look, Mick, there's some great insights there, and I just obviously you're up north of Auckland. I'm sure your knowledge extends right around those kind of coastal areas. So if there's people out there who are curious about what's happening in the expats and that, then I suggest that Google Mick and get in contact and have a chat with him. So yeah.
No, certainly. Love to hear from him.
Great. Hey, it's great to have a chat to you today, and all the best going forward. And take care.
Okay, we'll be in touch. Thanks so much.